Alright, so I'm going to be showing how to replace the charge port or DC jack on this Dell Inspiron 3593. Alright, so let's go ahead and first get some thumbnails here real quick. Okay, so we got the keyboard, we got this. So hopefully people will recognize if it's the model they're working on. Alright, looks like this one was refurbished. It has actually quite a bit of damage. Hopefully all the screws will come out normally. We're going to be using a PH1 or JS1 screwdriver. I like to start with the hinge facing away from me, and let's go ahead and undo those screws. Okay, it looks like the corner screws actually stay attached. Any screws that come out, you do want to keep them in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. And if you mix them up, you can cause damage to the computer. So far, all of them seem to be staying attached. It looks like they lost a couple screws here, but basically the way I keep them in order is I put them face down like that on my desk, and the power and I remove them. So right now we only have that one. It's actually missing 3 screws. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the other screws. Again, the screws are different size, shape, and length, so make sure you don't mix them up. Okay, alright, so we'll get this bottom corner screw out. Then we got this other bottom screw here. Alright, once we get all these screws out, we should be able to pop the bottom cover off. The way I do that, I flip it around. I get in here with my fingernails between the palm rest and the bottom cover and basically push down with my thumbs on the back, and you can see how it pops up. This casing is all kind of falling apart. I don't know what's going on. You see all these little broken pieces coming out. I hear it rattling around inside, and the cover was actually coming out, like separating, even though screws were holding it in place. So this is probably going to look pretty bad inside, but let's go ahead and see. Alright, so to get this back portion out, usually you kind of just grab this and you kind of wiggle this as you pull, and there we go. Okay, the back here is still holding, so we're going to flip it around and go along the side here, and there we go. Alright, so now we got the entire bottom cover off. Ooh, there looks to be like some old liquid spill in here as well. But yeah, why was it? Oh, you see this? So, where is it? Is this the piece that's separating? Yeah, so this piece, it's not even holding on to the case anymore. So this screw, I'm going to have to see if I can glue this piece in, but my guess is it's probably just going to fall back out. I don't know. We'll try. Okay. So anyways, the main goal of this is to replace the DC jack or charge port. It is a little bit dirty. It's not really dusty. I think it's from the liquid spill residue, so can't really do much about that. But we do want to get the little broken plastic pieces out of here. Okay, we don't want random loose plastic pieces rolling around in there. Okay. Yeah, that stuff's like old liquid residue, so I can't really do much about it. Let's see here. So the main goal is just to replace the charge port, but I am going to fix this. Basically for this, we're just going to use some super glue, line it up, and then stick it back down in place. Hopefully we can get this all lined up. Okay, let's see, which way does this go? I'm going to have to figure this out. So I'm going to figure out the alignment, and I'll be back. Okay, I figured it out. Let's zoom in, and let's go ahead and get this glued into place here. Alright, this is probably not too common of an issue, but yeah. Anyways, what I'm going to do, we're going to get this out of the way, and basically the bigger portion is going to go in that corner, right? It's going to sit in there like this. Okay, so I'll make sure it sits in like that. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to put some super glue in this. Just like that. Make sure to spread it around and get it everywhere it needs to go. And then we'll just line this up and get that in place. And I'm just going to hold on to this. Super glue, you need to hold on for about 30 seconds, okay, for it to completely set. You can also add some baking soda or baking powder to harden the area around it, okay, but we're just going to hold this. Okay, again, hold this for about 30 seconds, and then it should be completely set. I don't know what happened. I had a little canister of baking soda, but it disappeared. So hopefully the super glue will be good. I'm going to use a napkin to kind of wipe up the excess, okay? So it did solidify now. I'm just going to get a piece of paper towel, and we're just going to poke at this to kind of absorb the excess. Okay. There we go. All right. And now it's solid. Okay, we should be good. I'm going to leave it here a little bit without putting the speaker in because I don't want the, what do you call? I don't want the speaker to get glued to it if there's still some liquidy super glue. So anyways, excuse me. We're going to go ahead and disconnect the battery here real quick. All right, so peel this back. We have the wings of the battery connector. I just used my fingernails and then just wiggle this to pull it out. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to go ahead and get to the hinge. Okay, normally you want to, after disconnecting the battery, carefully open up the laptop. Okay, do this slowly. And then press and hold the power button here for at least 15 seconds. You can hear me clicking it. All right, you want to hold it down for at least 15 seconds to drain any residual power. Makes it a lot safer to work on. Sorry, I can't flip it over to show you because then the speakers and stuff are going to fall all over the place. But yeah, 15 seconds, hold it down, and then we should be good to go. All right, and then close the laptop. Usually the way I close it, I like to, let me see if I can show you here, push on the back of the hinges. All right, so that way you push close to the part that's closer to the middle of the laptop because it gives more leverage to push it down. Okay, so anyways, the charge port is on this side of the laptop. We're going to remove the 2 screws holding this in place. Okay, so we'll get that screw out and this screw out. I don't think we're going to need to remove the motherboard. I hope not. All right, so it looks like there's 3 screws that are holding the hinge here. We'll get those out. All right, now that we got all of those out, we're going to go back here and lift this up. If you can't get back there and lift it up, you can open the laptop slightly, let it go down, and then you'll have room to grab underneath the hinge. All right, so we're going to get out this screw that's holding the DC jack or charge port in place. And we'll go ahead and lift this out. And you can see it's actually just threaded all through here. So pretty simple. We're going to use the wings of the connector to push this connector out. Again, wiggling it just like the battery connector. So just keep wiggling, and there we go. And then we can go ahead and get this connector out. All right, so it does tuck underneath here, and then be careful not to get it, rip out the wireless antennas. Let me show you more close up now. Sorry, I didn't do that while I was taking it out. Anyways, we'll do that while putting it back in so you can get a good idea. So take note of the connector for the battery. You don't want to accidentally put it in upside down. All right, so same thing, you want to see the old one. They put a mark on it so you know which side is up. You can see the metal pins are exposed on the bottom, so that faces down. Okay, so same thing. You don't have to put this back underneath here. It can go on top, but since it was underneath, I'll just do the same thing. Okay, and here we go. This lines up. We're going to go ahead and get the screw in. I just noticed one thing, this replacement one, the wires actually go downwards. The original one, these wires go straight back. So make sure, as long as it has enough slack, it should be okay. But make sure it's not going to get smushed or damaged by screws going down into it if the cable is going in a different route. Okay, so here we go. Get this. They also put the dot on top of here, so that's good. And this, you want to make sure to pull the cable in straight. If it goes in crooked, there's a chance you can damage the pins inside, so you want to be very careful that the connector is going in straight. The way I do that is I pull with both fingers at the same time here. Okay, just like that. And there we go. We got that connector in. We're going to lower the hinge down. Again, make sure none of these wires are getting smushed. And yeah, pretty simple, very easy piece to replace. Let's go ahead now and get the screws back in. Okay, the one nice thing with this design is the hinge kind of helps strengthen the charge port and hold it in place, but I don't know how good that is because I keep seeing Dell charge ports break. But that might be more with the internal design that it's kind of flimsy. But yeah, alright, so I think that's pretty much it in terms of replacing the charge port. Make sure to reconnect the battery. Keep in mind that actually on this model it has a separate CMOS BIOS battery, so you shouldn't have to worry about the BIOS being reset. But anyways, we're going to pinch this back together just like the charge port one. Okay, double check that all the super glue is dry so the battery won't stick to it. Okay, it looks good. We're going to go ahead and get, or not the battery, the speaker. Then we'll get the speaker back in place. Alright, and hopefully that glue will be strong enough to hold the bottom case in place. Alright, we're going to zoom back out here. And now we just got to put the bottom cover back on. We'll plug it in, make sure it charges okay, and we should be good to go. Alright, so the bottom cover, let me get a little bit of this because it's a little dusty. Although it's not dusty where the fan is, so that's the part that usually you'd want to worry about with the dust. Okay. Alright, we'll flip this over on top and basically just push all this back into place. Alright, and we'll get all the screws back in, but that's pretty much all there is to it. Again, hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. And if it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. Again, if you can't help out that way, it would help a lot if you could watch a few of my other videos and then like and comment on those as well, because that's what the algorithm likes to see. I also have another channel, again, called It's Been Reviewed and More. Same profile picture, but zoomed in because it's a close look at things. Currently, those videos are on this channel as well, but in the future, they're going to be only on that channel. Oh, it looks like the plastic piece that holds that is also missing, so I'm going to have to see if I can super glue that piece back on. That's this piece that fell out. But anyways, if you can subscribe to that channel as well, that'll really help me out. Alright, but yeah, again, currently those videos are on this channel, but eventually they're only going to be on that channel. So anyways, this isn't really part of the repair unless yours also broke weird like this. I'm just going to super glue that other piece on. Hopefully that's from that part. And then we should be good to go. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pop this open a second time. This whole casing is actually like crumbling. It's like breaking into pieces. It's all cracked up. But anyways, here we go. Flip this upside down and this goes on that way, it seems. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna super glue that in. Okay, again, if yours isn't broken like this, don't worry about it. This is not part of your repair. This is specific to this one because of the way it broke. So anyways, let's see if I can. There's some gross stuff there. I just want to make sure that's not on it. Alright, we're going to get some glue here. I might have customers outside right now that are waiting for me. Alright. Then we'll get this piece. I'm probably going to end up getting my finger glued to it, but let's see. Okay. Alright, and then we'll hold that for 30 seconds. I know, again, this isn't part of the normal repair, so if you're done, you're done. Alright, again, if you want a disassembly video showing all the other components, I have one where I replace the screen, I believe. So if you need that, I do have that video. Normally in my videos I do everything in one, but in this case, since I already made a video of it, I'm just showing the charge port itself, okay? So we're going to hold this for a few more seconds. A piece of paper here. Then we're gonna have to clean up this stuff again. All right. Okay, now we got that. Let's go ahead and clean off the excess. And hopefully this holds well enough. Sometimes plastic is really hard to bond with glue, so we'll see. All right, we'll get this back in. Click all of this back down. Good. All right, again, we're just gonna put back all the screws, but that's all there is to it. Okay. They are missing a bunch of screws, but that's okay. They're not that important. I did put one on the lower middle portion just because I felt that area was more important than the central one, especially since there's already a center screw here, this small one. So I moved the screw that was over here down to here. So, okay. Alright, but other than that, that's pretty much it. Again, hopefully this video helped you guys out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Alright. These last few screws in. Oh, actually, I'll show you guys. I'll plug it in to make sure it works, because some people like to make sure that it worked. The repair I did worked. If whether or not my repair worked doesn't affect whether your repair will work or not. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna plug it in anyways because I know somebody's gonna be like, "Hey, you didn't show if it worked or not." So, let's go ahead and plug this in. Assuming their charger is good, because I am using their charger, not mine. We'll plug this in. Okay. And we should see this light come on. And that light just came on, okay? I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of dim. Let me see. There you go, you can see the light there. All right, so anyways, the charge light is on, so we should be good to go. Just power it up. You can see the caps lock light is on. But yeah, there you go. And that's pretty much it. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. All right, let's drop this. Bye.